Fresh rubber. So inside Juliet's apartment, Paul Billings is rummaging through, trying to figure out, find some clues, and he goes into her bathroom and finds rubber. Let's watch.
Okay.
Good place to check.
Looking for the stash.
Look how fresh and healthy that rubber is. That's not like 150-year-old crackly, even 25-year-old rubbery, dried out rubber. This rubber is fresh, which makes me think, how are they making rubber in the silo?
Maybe they're growing trees?
Yes. So rubber comes from trees. In fact, my grandfather had a rubber farm back in Malaysia. And so I looked it up. We looked it up and we found that it's between 60 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. So, moderately warm, kind of cool, somewhere in there, very comfortable. But also critically a bit humid. So is the silo uniform temperature? If it's like 150 floors, something like this, I would guess that there'd be some what is it called, stratification of climatological stratification, so different climates as a function of height. And so I would think so, and that would naturally have different temperatures as a function of height. They could potentially equalize it by just running machines like air conditioners, humidifiers, just running them all the time. However, if the silo creators were clever, they would say at this height we expect to have this temperature, pressure, and humidity. At some other height, we expect some other temperature, pressure, humidity. And so at height A versus height B, we grow apples versus rubber trees. I wonder if they did this.
So I think if the people who built the silo originally were probably pretty smart using modern technology. So I would imagine they could do computer modeling and place the farms in the proper location so they don't tax the energy of the generator down in the down deep too much. Because you want to lighten the load on that thing so maintenance schedules are prolonged, and replacement parts aren't needed as often. Now, whether the silo after the pact is still following those protocols, hopefully. So maybe this rubber has some implications about how silo farming is done. Will we learn this?
No way. But important, because otherwise you can't have rubber after 120 some years.
Right, because rubber, I guess, if it grows in Malaysia, it's more of like a tropical tree.
Yeah. They like this, I guess right here. They like this weather that's not too cold, not too hot. There's some moisture, some humidity. Average to high humidity is best.
Yeah, I wonder, maybe humidity is even more important, because that might be even harder to control, because you need this evaporation stuff to control the humidity, whereas temperature might be easier.
So there's a lot of dialed in plant processes that I don't know. I'm a physicist. I don't know plant stuff, but I do know that it has to be dialed in. Otherwise my plant, which I try to grow, super died. But silo people must know what's going on. I just like to learn about it.
Yeah. And there's this complex ecology give and take of the different levels and the plants and the people breathing and all this stuff that could easily just fall out of balance and everybody dies.
That's right.
Super critical. So just this fresh rubber
speaks a lot about the silo.
Yeah.
Very clever, Billings. I would not have checked her.
Yeah. I mean, super fresh. Look how nice and elastic that is. Woo.
And he finds a little package of lambda spread. Heck yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.